Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's he said it's a them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He makes sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? Gonna look at my snap. I take a man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this guy in the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. Baby lay, waist snatch, that straight facts. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine, jumping on my. That's why they call it trampoline. Babe, back on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Carolina Panthers. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And right away, he lost the football. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Newton. And he's got his target. That's more. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll make this a 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Newton. Got his target, Samuel. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that. They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they look at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that to be pinpoint here. I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far. Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone. A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. To throw is Newton. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it's 2nd down. Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing. Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Throwing again is Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Gano out to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Ryan on second down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Center with a grab over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now it's Ryan. He's got Sanu. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Here's Ryan to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Ryan into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Now Newton on 1st down. This one complete to Devin Funchess. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
20.
On first down, Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
C.J. Anderson in the game. He gets it here. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Another run. This time McCaffrey. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Newton on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. On 2nd and 10, Newton. And that'll be incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 13 yards that time at a first.
I don't think what we just saw there was any surprise, because when Christian McCaffrey came out of Stanford, we knew he was a threat running it and catching it. And any way you can get the ball in his hands, he wanted to do so. Personally, I thought he ran the best routes of anyone coming out of his draft class, and that included the wide receivers.
Last year, 80 receptions, also in the return game. He's a bit of a Swiss Army knife, isn't he?
He certainly is. Every which way you want to go, however you want to package him, I do think his running production will increase in 2018.
Here's Newton. That's Samuel, caught left side. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays, because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make the score 14-0. Gano out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
On second down, Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Ryan. Flushed out right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On first down, Ryan. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Julius Peppers in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. On second down, Ryan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Carolina getting set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
On first and 10, Newton. Room here to run. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Now a first down throw for Newton. To the right side, and he's got more complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, here's Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
It was funny during the draft process. Someone said to me, well, whoever takes Christian McCaffrey, as it turned out it was Carolina, how are they going to use him? Is he going to be an every down back? Is he going to be a third down guy? They're going to use him in the slot? What are they going to do with him? And I just said, yes.
All of that.
No doubt about it. This kid can do it all.
And he did a nice job there out of the backfield to pick up the first. Newton now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Newton to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as he'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To the air again, Newton. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Vic Beasley coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would, and just like that, on we head to half number 2. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. 2nd half action underway. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, it's Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Newton. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A shotgun snap for Newton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, it's Newton. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. as his guys are in for 6. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. Gano the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Gano out to kick this one away. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. High throw, but he makes the catch. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
21.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Stop made there by Julius Peppers. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Ryan on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. On 3rd down, Ryan. Oh, the spin. Caught on the right side by Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. Bryant's extra point up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he's got room. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. Dances by him. And some room to work. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Newton on 1st down. And caught left side, Olsen. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
Oh, my Cam. There's times when I'm not analyzing up here. I'm just appreciating. Led NFL quarterbacks in rushing last year. He is truly the ultimate weapon at that position.
On 1st down, Newton. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Operating from the gun, Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Panthers on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Newton. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Gano out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a play fake here on first down. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in the diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Ryan swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On first down, Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Here's Ryan to throw. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll go down at the 28. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And that is incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Panthers will get the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. On 2nd and 10, Newton. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Desmond Trufant. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they thought, like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And that is incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Now Ryan on 1st down. And Jones has it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it, and a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play. On 1st and 10, Newton. That's caught. It's Thomas. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Do something.
To throw on second down is Newton.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. They'll come out in the pistol. Cam's going to run the option right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be a second down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On second down, Ryan. Throwing for his line back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
True to form, true to scouting, Calvin Ridley downfield, making a big play and a long gain. How about him coming out of Alabama? One of his idols, Julio Jones, who played at Alabama, and now he's his teammate.
And he stays right in that SEC footprint, and that's just what the Falcon fans envision. Matt Ryan finding him for a good game. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Here's Ryan. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Throwing again, Ryan.
You can see the time and effort.
A special moment for Calvin Ridley, the first touchdown catch of his NFL career.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. And they're going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving. Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Hey, let's go.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, replay. 25
One last shot for Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they could look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Panthers, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.